Holla, we them boys. Holla, 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 we making noise. Holla, holla, we them boys.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
Welcome everybody. New episode. We are right near the end of the season now, and so much has happened since the last time we recorded. Um, for the better. We're here at number 2 for now in the NFC. Um, just one win away from winning the division. Um, so we're going to talk about some of the stuff that's come up until now, and talk some controversies that have come about as well. Like you can see down here, the curse is broken. Um, my name is Rahul, and this is
Rithika.
we're a brother sister duo that love the Cowboys, love talking about Cowboys, and host this show called Cowboys Talk. So let's get right into it. Um, we just had a crazy game in Detroit, actually in Dallas against Detroit. Um, it was a home game. We had Jimmy Johnson finally inducted into the Ring of Honor. Something that should have happened like ages ago. Um, and I really feel like the curse has been broken because there we were at what number 5 in the playoff picture before this happened, and we miraculously win, and the Cardinals beat the Eagles. All of the stuff that did not see coming. Like we
Mm,
expected to maybe beat the Detroit Lions, but
I kind of
Eagles
saw.
just shattering and collapsing.
Everybody saw it.
I mean, I'd said it last time too that the games that the Eagles had been winning early on in the season, they were just squeaking by.
Mm,
It was a matter of time. It was a matter of time that they got exposed, but I'm glad it happened now. And here we are, number 2, home field throughout the playoffs, except for if we have to play in San Francisco for the NFC Championship game, would be the only time we would see them, which bring them on.
mm.
Hopefully the Rams or somebody takes care of them beforehand because we just fall apart when we play them. But it could be different now that the purse is broken. So let's see how it goes. Um, what were your takeaways, Booch?
Um, Man, I don't even know where to start. Can't remember when's the last time, what last game we left off at. But I mean, with this Lions game, we'll start with the most recent one. Um, I just want to say when Dez caught it, and yes, Dez did catch it. No one was like, oh, that should have been a catch, blah, 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 blah. Like, no one, actually, everyone just mocked us. It was like, oh, yeah, Des caught it. But now, when we're talking about this whole reporting as illegible, illegal touching penalty, half the people don't even know what that means, don't even know what they're talking about. They're just going based off of what they saw and what they heard the refs say during the game and are just running with that and saying the Cowboys are cheating. So this has to be probably one of the most technical penalties that I've ever seen, um, aside from chop block. That's just actually one of my favorite penalties just because it's funny.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean, I think it's important to talk about, what exactly this penalty means and why he was ineligible, um, and why the 2-point conversion was actually turned over and why the Cowboys won.
Straight up. So I let's talk about like what the penalty was first, right? Okay, so the issue is that if you wear a jersey number that's from 50 to 79,
Mhm.
you are required to check in with the referee and let him know that you are an eligible wide receiver. And the ref then has to go let the defense know, hey, that dude over there, he's eligible, right? So the defense knows they should cover him. You can't run a sneak attack like that where you just have a lineman just out of nowhere go um, and catch a ball. It's it's the NFL. You're competing here, right? So it has to be fair for the defense to where they know who they're supposed to cover. And when we had um, number 68 Decker, when he went to the ref, the issue that came about was the Lions were trying to confuse uh, the Cowboys. They were trying to confuse the
Mm-hmm.
defense, and in trying to confuse the defense, what did they do? They confused the ref, and they screwed themselves over. So why not just simplify it and just go and tell the ref who the wide receiver, who the lineman is, who's eligible, and eliminate the issue, like you see here.
Right.
There we go. All right. So you see, we have number 70 who's running up right to the ref, and
Mm-hmm.
and usually the sign that linemen give is this, just pointing to the number saying, "Hey, I'm eligible." Okay,
Right.
and so when this guy is coming up, the ref's looking at him, and sure, the other two are walking up to him, and they're probably telling him, "Hey, ref, I'm eligible." The ref is looking at that guy. Now it's a loud stadium. Confusions like this can happen in that moment, right? So that's why you
Mm-hmm.
need to clarify and make sure the ref knows that you are eligible, and that's what the NFL today put out an announcement too, saying, "Hey, it is the team's responsibility and the player's responsibility to make sure that the ref understands they are the eligible receiver, not the refs. The refs should be doing their job. It is their job to make sure that they listen to it and everything. But things like this can happen, and at the end of the
Right.
day, you're going to get screwed over. And by trying to confuse the defense, they sent three guys, not even just two. Like, one guy could have been like, "Hey, that's the guy there." No, they're trying to be secretive, and you don't even see 68's hands like really go up and like try to show, "Hey,
Well, you're
I'm the
seeing
guy."
70 doing this, right? Or it looks like
70 is
he's
the one.
doing
Yeah, it
this from
looks
the
like he's
back.
doing that. He's running up, so it can be confusing, but he should have done that. But outside of all of this,
Mm-hmm.
outside of all of this, it's on the coach as well to make sure that the correct player was announced to be eligible. And when these situations happen, the stadium also makes an announcement. The PA system does an announcement. So and so number is an eligible wide receiver. And did that happen?
Well, we've
You
seen
bet
the
your ass
clip.
it did.
We've
Here it comes.
If he had to make the
Number
playoffs,
70
maybe.
is an eligible receiver. Number 70 is eligible.
They have brought in an extra
Oh, look at
offensive
that.
lineman.
The PA, I don't know if you could hear it right when I'm playing it right now, but you guys probably heard the clip. And the PA guy clearly says number 70 is an eligible wide receiver. Let's hear it again one more time just to make sure you guys heard it.
Here it comes.
If he had to make the
Number
playoffs,
70
maybe.
is an eligible receiver. Number 70 is eligible.
They have brought in an extra
look at
offensive
that.
lineman.
Boom, right there. So the announcement was made. And so it's up to the coaching staff of the Lions as well to say, hey, they just said the wrong number. Tell the ref that's next to you or call a timeout, whatever the hell you need to do to make sure you get the call right. And because number 70 was announced and the ref told them number 70 was the eligible wide receiver, Cowboys defense did not cover him for a reason. So he was not covered. And then to say that, oh, well, the pass was complete. Well, no shit, it was complete because the Cowboys weren't expecting him to be a eligible wide
Mm-hmm.
receiver. He could have been covered, and that ball could have been intercepted or covered or swatted away. Anything could have happened if they had covered him. And the second flag that happened on that was illegal formation, was because number 70, who was supposed to be an eligible wide receiver, was lined up wrong, right? So, and that was because the ref heard it wrong initially. But shit, drop my drink over here. Anyway, unfortunate that this happened to the Lions, right? But let's not forget. Let us not forget that right before this, the drive before this, this. Here we go. A tripping call that should have gone against the Lions was called against the Cowboys. Why? Because, hey, they're all wearing white pants, so it looks like it's the same person, right? Wrong. If this did not go 15
You don't
yards
see
the
it on the
opposite way
screen.
for the Cowboys. Oh, you don't? Oh,
Nope.
shoot. Hold on. Sorry. Some rookie mistakes here.
This is what
There we
happens
go.
when.
It's been a while. It's been a while. There we go. So here you can see this is a tripping call that was called against the Cowboys when clearly one dude had his leg out trying to trip the other guy.
Literally tripping.
Yeah. And why? Oh, they're both wearing the white pants, so the ref saw it wrong. If anything, there should be a controversy on this play right here. Because if this did not go 15 yards the other way, game would have been over. All the Cowboys needed to do was just run the clock out at that point. We wouldn't even have been in that situation. So if you really want to have a controversy, it should be this play right here. But you know what? You want to go and complain about a call that was wrongfully made by the refs and they didn't hear it clearly, but you could have fixed it.
How
You
many
could have been
times
clear
do the
about it.
refs? How many times do the refs make wrong calls? I mean, this isn't the first time you've seen this happen.
Not at
And
all.
just
Check
because
this out.
it was
Look
the
at
last
how many
play of the
missed calls we
game.
had.
Look at
In
this.
just a week before
Look
that.
at the CD one. The dude's literally reaching in his pants.
See his ass from here.
Mm-hmm.
No call on that one. And that should have been a touchdown.
Dude,
That
that's
won us
literally a
this game
face
too.
mask on Micah at the bottom. Look at that.
The only thing missing is like handcuffs and ropes to tie him up. Like that's the only thing that you don't have in this picture. Otherwise, they got it covered. Look at all those calls on the left that should have been called that were not. Micah hasn't been gotten a flag on him in I don't know how long. Like it's been like
82
eight
years.
8 weeks or it's one of those. Yeah. Bring out Rose from Titanic. She probably remembers the last time it was done. This is just some crazy shit. Like, I don't know how
Yep.
this does not get called.
It's because it's the Cowboys.
And I don't remember the last time people losing their minds and saying, "Oh my God, the Cowboys were robbed." When Dez catch did not count because that was a highway robbery. Because the next season, that catch or catches like that were deemed complete, and that would have been complete. That would have stood, but it didn't that year, and that cost us our best chance that we had to get to the Super Bowl in the last 30 years, or however freaking long it's been. I lost count now, but that should have been what caught the league on fire, but it didn't. But when it's against the Cowboys and the Cowboys get away with it, oh, the Cowboys are cheating. Oh, the only reason they won is because the ref messed it up and ref called the wrong penalty. But dude, we've been on the other end of that for like years. It's always calls against us, holdings, always against us. Other teams get away with it. Us, nope. If the lineman even thinks about holding, the ref throws the flag out. Straight bullshit. But whatever, you know, it is what it is. Now, curse is broken, so it's our year now. It is. This is our year again. Part 50. But I mean, now look at us. We're what 15-0 at home or 16-0?
Who would have thought?
Not me. Not me. And we get home field advantage for the rest of the playoffs. Granted, we don't fuck it up against the Redskins. I fucked it up too.
Big
Um,
no.
the
Commanders.
Commanders. Yes.
Previously known as the Washington football team.
Yeah, I prefer the football team better. The Commanders still hasn't I don't know. It still
It's
hasn't
just,
settled
it
with me.
doesn't make sense. But whatever.
Yeah, well, it makes sense because the capital,
It sounds ridiculous.
the George Washington Commanders. I don't know. I see the connection, but still, it's doesn't. I don't know. Not a great team name for a team. But anyway, being a Cowboy fan for so many years, I will not be surprised if we just drop the ball and lose to the Washington Commanders and we lose home field advantage and the Eagles come back to number 2.
I don't know.
Completely possible.
No.
Completely possible in the realm of Dallas Cowboys. It is very possible that we just
Sure.
screw it up in the last second. We
No,
have
I
everything
don't
handed
think
to
so.
us, and then
It's
we mess it up.
possible,
It's
but
happened.
the Commanders are so bad this year that they give you an ounce of hope when they're playing people or teams that you want them to beat. And it's like, oh, maybe. Just like when they were playing the 49ers, I was like, oh, maybe this might be an
It looked
upset.
like maybe in the beginning, yeah.
And then the second quarter takes off, and you're like, gosh, never mind.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all. That was not the case at all. One of the things we still need to fix is Mike McCarthy's clock management. Pretty awful. Like he threw the ball like 3 times on that last drive, and like we
He
could have just
runs when he's
ran it
supposed
and
to
just run the
pass, and
clock.
he passes when he's supposed to run.
I
It's
don't
not
know.
rocket science. Or you just
Needs
do
to
what
be
I do in
fixed.
Madden. You just keep throwing the same play.
That's the Eagles play. Just go with the tush push. Keep doing what works.
Hey,
They're straight up playing Madden over there. Like, well, let's just go to the play that works every time.
push it
Doesn't
some
matter if
more.
the defense knows that it's working, so let's just keep doing it until
Well,
they figure out how to stop us.
that's what the Lions thought they could do. They just kept trying to go for 2.
Oh my God. Yeah, can we talk about that? Like how stupid that was. Like the universe is sending you a message, bro. Like
It's because the
take the
ESPN
extra point.
analytics said go. So you go.
It said go the first time, and then even the computer was like, "You sure?" Like,
I don't know.
what? It made no sense to me. The guy was. I feel like he took it personally. Like he just wanted to just take it to the Cowboys. Like we're gonna win this damn game. I don't give a shit how. Like, we're gonna keep going for it. You lose 5 yards on the 7-yard line. And we're going for it again.
I don't know, man.
They've missed it 3 times in a row. You know what?
Do
We're
it
doing it
again.
again.
It's like that one SpongeBob meme. Want to see me do it again?
that is straight up them. Hold on, I gotta see that. Oh man, that is some funny stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna find it and play it here. But
Well,
seriously, it was and you know what? Like everybody's so focused on the controversy, like you're not talking about like, yeah, sure, you respect a guy for going for it and wanting to win, but dude, you got to
I
call
mean,
that shit out. Like it's stupid.
no,
It's just straight bad coaching.
he had the chance to tie it up, take it to overtime. If he took it to overtime, odds would have been that Lions would win because I just don't trust the Cowboys to win it in overtime. I just don't.
I don't know. I don't know.
So
But we will never know. Why? Because the coach.
Want to see me run to that mountain and back? You want to see me do it again?
so good.
That's it. Want to see me do it again?
Oh, Dan Campbell.
It was, I don't know. I think I trust Dak in overtime to get it done. If we go to
Oh,
overtime, like Dak's been playing lights out,
I
dude.
don't
Remember the
know.
last episode we did? Last episode we did.
When's the last time we went to
I
overtime?
started.
We went.
It was after the 49ers game, and I said I'm done with Dak. This is enough is enough. And since that game, maybe he needed that. Maybe he needed that. Because since that game, he has been playing what MVP caliber football. Like he's been playing lights out. Like it's been a
Mm-hmm.
whole different Dak. I keep thinking back to you know that that clip of Trayvon Diggs' kid where he's sitting at some diner or
Oh,
something like
Patrick
that, and he's
Mahomes.
like, I want to train with Dak Prescott. I want his number. And then Dak Prescott walks in and is like, "Hey, buddy," and he goes, "Do you know who I am?" He's like, "Are you Patrick Mahomes?" It's like,
Mm-hmm.
"No, I'm Dak Prescott." That's straight up. I'm confused by the way he's playing this year. It's like, "Are you Patrick Mahomes?" Because
I don't know, cause
Dak is
Patrick,
playing lights out football,
well,
bro. He is killing it. He's doing really
Patrick,
well, but don't fuck it up just yet.
Patrick Mahomes isn't really looking like Patrick Mahomes. So,
He's not. Maybe it's one of those Space Jam things, you know, when
mm.
the Goon Squad, they took all the talent from all the NBA players and became all
Oh
stars.
no.
There we go. That's what happened. Dak Prescott got all the all-star juice from Patrick Mahomes, and now we're the Goon Squad now. What's up?
Nah, a Goon Squad just sounds more appropriate for the Eagles.
They're just a bunch of goons. That's
Yeah,
all it is, man.
the
They're
Goon Squad.
God, they're losing their mind now. You know how much fun they made of the Cowboys when we lost to the Cardinals? Like, what? You lost to the Cardinals? Oh my
At
God.
least we lost to the Cardinals with Joshua Dobbs, who is actually a very renowned quarterback. Thank you very much. Back then, when we played them, they're
What?
like, "Who's Joshua Dobbs?"
They lost to Kyler Murray, Booch, who's better than Joshua Dobbs.
Really, you're actually giving credit to Kyler Murray
Yeah,
on
no,
here.
that's a bad take. So I'm not gonna take that
No,
one.
no, I will
But
say Joshua Dobbs is a better quarterback than Kyler Murray.
what?
It's like
No.
when Cooper Rush had his streak, and I was like, Cooper Rush, he might be it.
No, man.
Compare the
That
stats this year for both of them.
No, 'cause you have like a lot more on both of them
Dude, that
from
Cardinals
other
loss
than
was
just
the
this
worst
year.
loss we've had this season. And
The
that was when
49ers
our
lost, the
defense,
worst loss.
eh, no, the Cardinals loss was pretty bad.
The
It was
Cardinals was
embarrassing.
just a stupid loss that we should not have lost. Like that we had no
It was
business
pretty embarrassing.
losing that game.
But anyways, the point of the conversation
What's
was Joshua
embarrassing is the
Dobbs
Eagles losing to the Jets. That was embarrassing.
or the Eagles
And
losing to the Sea Chickens.
yeah, to the Seahawks. By the way, we went to that game, the Cowboys Seahawks game, and it was a lot of fun. I had actually just gotten back from a work trip, and on my way back from Arizona, she calls me up saying, "Hey man, I got tickets to the Seahawks game. You want to come?" I'm like, you couldn't tell me this like 5 hours ago before I got onto the flight to get back over here.
It makes for a great
Um,
story.
yeah, but yeah, it does make for a great story, and it was a lot of fun. I'm so glad I went. Now, here's the thing. I think both of us, but I've been to maybe a couple of more games for Cowboys, but
Just because you've been around for
Cowboys are
longer.
undefeated at every game I have gone to. Undefeated at every game I've gone to. And so I was worried. I was worried near the third quarter. I was like, shit, is this going to be the first loss at a Cowboys game that I've been to? But we pulled through, man, and it was a fun game. I am so glad that I made the trip. They even
There you
do
go.
that. There we go. That was us.
Oh
The
no,
game.
your nachos are hidden.
Hmm? Yeah. Okay, I enjoyed those nachos a little too much. They were really good. I'm
Those
wearing the same
nachos were
shirt I had
fire.
today. Yeah, they were pretty good.
You gotta get you a
Yeah,
new
that was
Cowboys
great.
shirt, dude.
I've got a couple. I wanted to rep Dak today for this video, so I wore it again. But it was good, man. And then we went to the next day. We stopped by that Raising Cane's thing that Post Malone has
Mm-hmm.
there. Super cool place. Nice little Cowboys themed stuff they got over there. But dude, that game was fun. It was the game before that I'd gone to the year before. Not the game before, but like the year before I'd gone to Dallas for the Cincinnati Bengals game, and I thought that was going to be the one game that they definitely ended up losing. Um, sorry, I just put my toothpick up on the frame for some reason. Which
I
is stuck.
apologize, everyone.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I'm a mess. I'm a little bit sick. You guys might have heard me with a little bit of sniffles right now, but it's like
Sniffles.
60 degrees in Florida, so we're losing our minds here. Um, um, but anyway, yeah. So that was the game that Dak had got hurt the week before, and then Cooper Rush was playing, and we had seen Cooper Rush play like a full game like that before, or he hadn't been Cooper Rush that we know
Mm-hmm.
of him winning the games and stuff.
I
And so
think
I
you're
was
giving
worried that was
credit.
going to be the game that we ended up losing. But damn, what a game that was to go to as well. That was a lot of fun. And thankfully, like I don't know how, won the game and beat like the defending Super Bowl runner-ups um, with a backup quarterback. So that was awesome. And so, in light of all this, we already bought our tickets to the first wild card round game in Dallas. Hopefully, granted that we beat the Redskins this weekend, because if we don't, we'll just get a refund back. But
I think
we
we'll
miss
get
out on that
it.
game. Hopefully so. But yeah, that should be fun. And I think it's looking like we're gonna end up playing the Packers for that game. Which,
I'm excited.
boy,
This is like I said, this is a new era of the Packers. If they're not your Aaron Rodgers, Mason Crosby, that's just gonna come and mess it up for us.
bro,
This is Jordan
Packers
Love Packers.
and us in the playoffs. I mean, you go back
Yeah,
to like
historically.
Super Bowl 1, 2, 3, like they've been ruining it for
Dude,
us for a very long time.
if it
The ice
happens,
bowl
it's
to the
Dak's
Aaron Rodgers twice. Sorry, go
it's
ahead.
Dak's comeback. You know, the last time we lost to the Packers at home was when we clinched the #1 spot in the NFC. And that's probably our best chance of going to the Super Bowl. Zeke was looking hot.
Yeah, man. That
And
was the
then
year.
freaking Mason
Did we win the
Crosby.
conference that year?
Yeah, we
We might
won
have
the
been
we
second. No,
clinched.
no, no,
Yeah.
we didn't, because
Yes, we did.
we were in the same position, number 2, because the Packers had won the
No,
conference,
no,
and
no,
it was
no. No, we won the conference that year,
what?
dude. We were so good.
No, we were playing. Were you
Check
talking
it.
about the year that Dak was playing?
Obviously, I'm not talking about the year Tony Romo was playing. I'm talking about
Oh,
Dax.
I thought you were talking about the Des Cotton one.
I just said Zeke. How is Zeke alive back then? Or not alive, but around.
Yeah, no,
He
no, no,
was
no.
he
That
was only an infant.
we were still number 2 that year, I believe.
We were #1. We clinched. Remember, we had a bye week.
We
And then we
did.
played, and then we
Wow.
played the Packers, and then we were one game away.
Oh shit, you're right. You're
That was the
right. You're
closest
right. You're
we've
right.
ever
You're
been,
right.
actually.
Damn. And if it wasn't that stupid Aaron Rodgers pass to the sideline, and then that
Freaking Mason
stupid
Crosby.
field goal from Mason Crosby. Mason
Freaking.
Crosby.
And then the next game, remember, he misses the game-winning field goal.
I- but against us, I'm telling you, he gets that Goon Squad juice. I feel like Mason Crosby has ruined a lot of our matchups, even a regular
He
season
has.
too.
Even last year when we played against the Packers, I think. I don't know, he did something. And Mike McCarthy was just on one. That game
Yeah,
was
I don't
too
think he
personal
was.
for him.
Yeah, it was too personal. Yeah, but I think I don't know. Jordan Love's been looking pretty good lately. I think he's finally like found himself. Feels a lot more comfortable in the
Mm.
pocket. He's looking good.
He's
Um,
good. I
what
mean,
like Packers were hoping for him to be.
you can't really use the Vikings game as like a benchmark.
But he played good. He played good.
He's good. Now, is he good enough to beat Dak at home? I don't know.
Probably not. I mean, I'm looking at the Packers schedule.
Hmm.
They the last two games they won were Minnesota, Carolina, and then they lost two games before that, Tampa and at Giants.
They
Um,
lost to the Giants.
yeah, but then right before that they had beat Kansas City, they beat
Yeah, but
Detroit,
Kansas City
they
is not
beat the
Kansas City,
Chargers, they beat the Rams this year.
which we also beat the Rams.
I don't know, and then they're losing to Denver and Minnesota
Okay,
early in
but
the season.
Denver is like an exception to all teams. You never know with Denver. They also beat
But
the Chiefs.
I don't know. Yeah, it's unpredictable, and who knows? They might lose to the Bears, and it might end up being the Seahawks coming back to Dallas, and they're going to be wanting revenge for the
I
last
mean,
game
but
that
this
they just
time,
barely lost, and
did
this time with
we?
Gino. No, Gino was kind of getting
We
beat up that
played.
game,
No,
so
no,
he didn't get to complete the game.
but we did play with Gino.
We did,
It
but
wasn't. It
uh,
wasn't. What's his face?
he was beat up.
Hmm. Either
Um,
way, we're at home.
Eagles lost without Gino.
Yeah, that's pretty sad. Just
We
like the
beat
Eagles
them
lost
with
without
Gino.
Joshua
So
Dobbs.
yeah, but
Joshua
if they
Dobbs
come
this year is
back
like my
to
Justin
Dallas,
Fields of last year.
well, Justin Fields wasn't that like
He was
great
pretty
last year either.
good.
He
I
was just
mean,
mediocre.
he was very,
Sure, yeah, he raked up some good fantasy points and stuff,
yeah, he
maybe,
was
but
very versatile. He got you a lot of yards.
sure. But we're talking about winning games over here, right?
Yeah.
That wasn't Justin, and wasn't Dobbs either. So
Yeah.
Kyler Murray was the better quarterback.
Well, glad to know you let
Leave it at that.
everyone, you announced to
No, I
everyone
hate
that
that
you
piece
like.
of crap too. I hate Kyler Murray too. God, he is another one of those quarterbacks that just has it out for us. Like he even like shit. He had shit talk. Just say even before the game, saying because a reporter asked, "Hey, you grew up in Dallas, right here in Arlington, right?" Or I think he was from Arlington, and he's like,
He
"Oh,
played at
is it like
AT&T.
homecoming?" Yeah, he played high school
Yep.
AT&T too, like his high school championship game, the state championship game. Um, and it was like, why would I be a fan of the Cowboys growing up? They've always sucked. And then the next day he goes out and he just whoops up on the Cowboys. And so I was like, yep, confirmed. I hate him now. And I just want to see the Cowboys just beat him up next time we play him. So we didn't get to play him this year. And I was hoping we would so that we could beat him. But
He's too
damn,
little.
man, we still ended up losing the game. I don't know. He's another person that's probably been cursing the Cowboys. But now that the curse is broken, you never know.
You gotta
None
stop
of them.
announcing that and don't jinx it.
It's a little late for that. I made a whole banner and
See, you
everything.
gotta
I
keep it
mean,
low
come on.
profile like me.
I
I
came in
have,
with this. I
I
came in with
haven't,
this.
I haven't once said Weedham Boys, and this is all after moving to Dallas. You know.
Well, I've suffered for a little bit longer than you have as a Cowboy fan, so.
I think that's because I feel the comfort of my own brethren's.
Yeah, you have a support system there. Yeah.
I do have this. I can actually go to work and we all are on the same page. We comfort one
Surrounded by
another.
damn Bucks fans and a bunch of to 11 Miami Dolphins that are losing their minds over this year. Yo, Tyreek's house was on fire today.
Mm-hmm. It was pretty bad.
Probably
Luckily, no
running
one
too
got
fast
hurt.
in his house, like Speedy Gonzalez or
Or the Flash.
Roadrunner. You know, when they start running, it causes friction and lights fire. And there's a whole streak of fire they run. That might be him. And just an explanation. I mean, if law enforcement, if they're watching this, the fire marshals, like this is
I mean,
probably what happened. So
it makes sense.
case closed. I got you. Go watch an episode of Looney Tunes. You will know. You will find out.
I might do that after
The
this.
evidence is right
That sounds
there.
good.
And on that note, that's all, folks.
Good, that's good.
Let's. It just happened. It just happened. But no, all right. So let's get back after next week. Hopefully, we win the game and we're in the playoffs. We've secured that number 2 spot. And we have that home game against an opponent that we can beat up on and move on and get to at least the championship game, man. Let's get there.
I say
It's
we
been
go
too long.
live. I say this every week.
During the game?
I say this every week.
I know.
And then someone confirms, like,
Let's
yeah,
see.
you guys
Well,
should go live.
If I'm not like sniffling, like maybe we could. We could do it.
I was sniffling at the Sea Chickens game.
Oh yeah, you were. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's true. Well, all right, guys. We'll see
Here we
y'all
go.
next week. Here we go. I gotta add that to the intro.
Let's do like a little remix.
That'd be a good ad. That'd be a good ad. Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah. Right before we start. That's awesome. Yeah, that'd be great.
That's it.
All right.
That's
Well, I'll add that to my to-do list. All right, guys. See y'all then. Till then, go Cowboys. And then we'll do some Cowboys talk right after that game. All right, I'm going. Bye.
Yeah.